Log number... Well, Awakened Book Club is apparently still a thing. They've moved on to the Lord of the Rings, which is nice. I can't wait for the absolute suffering that is trying to understand the Silmarillion. Before we could get to that, though, I needed to get a little survey done.
And then, with that, Frodo, with Sam's help, threw the ring into the fiery pits of Mount Doom. The Eagles came and saved everyone, and a bunch of people went to the realm of the not dead.
Well, now.
That's,
It's a very good story. So many books, so many more movies that could have happened.
I mean, this series I actually did read, so...
What happened to Sam?
Oh, Sam inherited everything Bilbo had at the Shire.
Good morning, afternoon / evening, my dear Awakened. Hello, everyone. It's so good to see all of you.
Likewise.
Likewise.
It's a pleasure.
Anyway, so about that book we were talking about.
No, Vinny, hey, come on.
No.
I am here to have a little talk with you guys. So hey, I don't know if you've noticed, but I've been taking in your feedback recently. I've been changing a few things about the game, and I just thought it would be nice to, I was wondering if you all could fill out these, survey cards so I could just, see what you're all thinking. Yes, here you go, Vinny. And Tommy, one for you. And one for you, Doctor, and one for you, Grace. And here you go, Percy. Just fill these out.
Thank you very much, ma'am.
You're welcome.
No.
Vinny, I'm afraid you have no choice. Please just fill this out.
No.
Listen, Vinny. I understand that you have some issues with how things are being run, and I just... Whoa! Holy fuck! Suddenly, terrible noises came from the void, but it's fine. Don't worry about it. All I am asking is for you to give me a little feedback so I can see how I can make things better for you. Help me, help you, help me, help you, help me, help you, help me.
All done?
Oh my gosh! Oh, I see that you filled out love it for every single bubble.
I mean, I'm only being honest with myself.
Aw, you're the best. Oh, and is this a picture of me in the essay question section?
It ain't nothing too special.
Oh, it's lovely. Thank you so much, Percy. Aw. Alright, yes, let me see. Doctor, are you done over there?
I noticed that there was not a strongly disagree option, so I took the liberty of, writing it in, making bubbles for it, and then filling them in.
Yes, see, I see. Well, okay, so, you see, I didn't allow for, strongly... Okay, so strongly disagree is a strong word. My online therapist has been teaching me about, rewording things, so, we're able to accept ourselves better and be a little kinder, so, how about you try again?
Alright.
You guys...
Strongly disagree.
Well, you know what? Let's try this again. Let's go through a few scenarios, here. How did you guys feel about, the different roles and things like that? How'd that lonely guy role treat you, Tommy?
I just wanted love.
Tommy, please just move on.
How can I? That's twice now you've stabbed me for trying to sleep near you.
I can understand the upset, but please stop calling me a bitch. I'm trying to fill out the additional feedback box here.
Oh, thank you so much.
You are a bitch.
Vinny, how's yours going? Oh,
torn up on the floor.
Oh, I'm sorry, Oh, I'm so sorry! I should have included pictures. I forgot you don't know how to read.
How to read?
It's okay.
I just hate you.
Okay, sure. You
So much.
You know, I got that. I got the feeling that you might hate me. Okay, so I'll take yours, McGillicuddy, and yours, Grace. Thank you, and thank you, Tommy, and Vinny. I can see that I understand that filling this out is hard for you, so I'll take
Go
the
fuck
absence
yourself.
of answers as
Go
a
fuck
glowing
yourself.
recognition.
Just move on, please.
Let's see here. You know, these
Just
guys-
assume that I strongly disagree with anything and everything you say.
That's not an option, but I couldn't help but notice that you guys seem to have given me nothing but mean responses, except for Percy. Thank you so much, sweetie.
I prefer to call it constructive criticism.
This isn't constructive. I couldn't help but notice. This is oof. Ooh, that's okay. You know what? I've seen a lot of stuff about me being repetitive and some complaints about the fact that you all keep having to play murder mysteries, and I'm starting to get the feeling you guys don't understand how things work around here. So I'll tell you what, let's take the opportunity here to have a little learning session, shall we? Awkwardly move you guys over to the void. So, as you can see, we've got a nice chalkboard here, and the music has stopped, and I hope it comes back, because, like, it's a little awkward in here, kind of quiet, still echoes. Oh well, it's fine. Anyway, so, anyway, I need you all to understand this place operates under a certain system. There are things that I am not able to change, and frankly, I'm getting fed up constantly being yelled at for it. I mean, I get it. To be fair, I haven't been... Oh, apparently none of you can hear me. Okay, everything is fine. Anyway, I haven't been the most clear about how things work, so, it's a little bit of my problem, it's a little bit of your problem. Also, my audience keeps getting confused. So, let's take some time to go over these rules, shall we? Once again, here's some handouts. I use the Eldritch copier, which is, by the way, extremely uncooperative. There you go. There you go. There you go. Oh, sorry, Tommy. Yours got fucked up. I'm sorry about that. Your suffering is inherently hilarious.
You don't want a hug?
You know, Percy,
Nah.
are you gonna give Tommy a hug? Is that what's happening right now? Please give Tommy a hug. That would be very cute.
Physical human contact spread disease.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean anything by it.
Percy, please sit down.
It's quite alright.
Okay.
Alright, so, let's see here. So, rule number 1. Hang on, let me make sure my pointer thing is working here. Okay, this show, in the end, is about telling a good story. You are all characters in that story, and as such, you all have parts to play. You have been given roles, and you must follow them. I, too, have a role. I am the world that lies against you. I'm the representation of the fact that life is hard and you must struggle. A story isn't a story without conflict, and my show cannot be sustained without highs and lows. We good on this?
I
Okay.
suppose.
So the hero's journey.
Yes, the hero's journey. Thank you. Alright, speaking of lows, an episode must feature at least one death. My show is called Discord Murder Party, and I'm the murder god. If there's no murder, we're not meeting the brief. This also applies to whichever murder game we are playing, which does not necessarily have to be a murder mystery, but admittedly I do like the classics.
Understandable.
In a mystery, if there isn't some kind of, plot line
Not
through
not
it.
understandable at all. None of this is in the slightest understandable.
Well, listen, I don't know how else to explain this to you. There are rules, and if we...
Oh, there are rules, and you must follow them, like all the rules that you've been breaking since we started the fucking game. Yeah, sure, I'll play along.
Oh no, please, elaborate to me. What rules have I broken, Vinny?
Only the very same rules that you want to implement for yourself. I can recall several occasions in which you have interrupted us when we're trying to do things.
Okay, listen. First of all, you have been allowed to speak many times. If anything, you're the one who's not allowing me to speak.
I have allowed you to speak many
Mhm.
times, like right now.
Uh-huh, I see.
I'm not going to sit here and pretend that any of this is okay in any margin. But you're allowed to speak, I guess.
Yes, I am. I acknowledge, at times in the past, I have interrupted. But that is not the case anymore. In fact, recently, I have not been allowed to speak at all. You have to understand. I'm the narrator. The game cannot move forward without me. This applies, by the way, to the metagame. You can't have an awakening and not have pushback against it. We're meant to struggle against each other. We're destined as opposing forces. It isn't cheating for me to make my own damn case. I'm allowed to make my pitch the same as you all are, and that means do not hit me! Ever.
Of course, I apologize.
Oh! Thank you, Grace. That actually means quite a bit. Fuck off. Anyway.
Oh, look at the kettle calling the pot black. Yeah, fucking lovely.
All I'm saying is you can be incredibly mean, Vinny. And there's no need for this. We don't need this hostility.
That's all this game is.
It doesn't have to be. I've been trying to make things better, but let's move on. Let's see here. Removal from the murder game, if it's a group choice, must be voted on. Even if the choice seems unanimous, for the sake of dramatic tension, I am required to tally votes. If the circle starts, it must be completed. This cannot change. We clear?
Logical, yes.
Understandable.
Makes a
Okay.
certain degree of sense.
Okay, so I'll acknowledge by extension. Okay, so, I'm allowed to talk, you're allowed to talk. A story has to move forward, and that works both ways. I can't just snap my fingers to stop an awakening. You are all characters, and I must allow you to act. I can try to argue against it, but I can't just stop it or there's no story. Christine, for instance, was offered a choice to remain asleep, but I cannot choose that for her. So, there's the game, I guess. Ugh. By the same vein, I must follow narrative flow. If a story is progressing a certain way, we have to make a good show. Don't worry about it. An awakened must have their full story in order to be completely awakened. They must remember their entire life, all that mattered and all that was. Only once they have the full puzzle are they fully awake, and only then can they properly choose a side. Whatever, it's fine. So yeah, also if a story reaches a block, someone must resolve it. If you all do not have a piece, and if you all do not have the pieces in the story, and you've set things up in a way that it would make sense for you to receive those pieces, I must act. So, if a reflection of Graham Garden suddenly appears and the host stabs him in the fucking neck, I'm required to dispense the remainder of the story of Grace Garden. Like you do.
I keep having dreams I was Grace's uncle. That's the real.
No, fuck, okay. So reflections. This was already explained in the non-canon FHQ, but whatever. So the way reflections work, all of you souls trapped here, there are people who are connected to you out there outside the void. These people, how do I explain this? It's not that they're here, it's more like your soul is calling something that reflects a piece of that soul back at you. So, Uncle Graham is not really here, was not really here, but...
It's a memory.
It's a memory, yes. And since that memory was being pulled up by Grace being awakened, I projected it onto Tommy, so that way we could get Grace's full story.
That still hurt though.
Yes, that I understand.
It's fine. You're fine. So yes, Tommy, you are not, in fact, actually Grace's uncle. Sorry to burst that bubble if that's something you were hoping for.
Yes, that'll be pretty
Why can't you
logical.
people watch the fucking FHQ and understand?
Get out of here, meat sack!
What? Who is that?
Don't worry about it.
No, who was? Oh,
My
okay.
mind does not understand anymore.
It seems like something you really shouldn't worry about.
Yes.
Yes, that seems to be a common theme.
Right. So, I think we're good. Are there any questions?
Can you fuck off now?
Actually, no, I can't, because, we actually have to get started with the game.
So, as a kind of summary, what you're saying is it has to be balanced on both sides.
Yes. I do have to allow you to take your turn, which I acknowledge I was not the best at last, season, but I'm working on it. Actually, Don't laugh. I've actually been doing everything I can to make sure that things are good for you. This game has to run. You understand that, right? The murder games have to be a thing. Somebody has to die. The show has to run. But I can give you this nice lounge. I can give you these beautiful worlds, which hopefully you will enjoy. I can give you these dramatic highs and lows. I can give you anything else that you want. Not to mention... You know what? It doesn't matter. The point is, I'm doing my best here, and all I'm asking is for you guys to work with me. Is that so much to ask for?
I mean, it makes sense. I mean, how fun would it be if Bugs Bunny won the entire time and Elmer Fudd didn't get any time to shine?
Oh, Percy, you're such a sweetie. I'm gonna ruffle your hair. Oh, you're adorable.
Look,
What's the point of Daffy?
here's the thing with this. No, I can't understand. I can't understand why this quote-unquote show that you're running would ever exist in the first place. I can't understand who the fuck would watch it. I can't understand anything other than the fact that there's some dangerous psychopath keeping us all in some weird area far away from anything we could ever love. That's all I can understand about what's going on. Yeah, sure, you can say that you're going to give us whatever we could ever desire, but you know what? I desire my family. And you're not going to give me that, so no. Stop trying to play nice. Let's just get on with it.
You know what? Fine. We have to get started anyway. We are running a little bit behind schedule. Well, I felt it was a successful lecture. We'll see if any of that actually sticks with Vinny. Anyway, the first game promised to be a tale of high adventure in Cogborough, an urban fantasy steampunk city, because those are so cool, shut up. Anyway, the Neighborhood Watch was investigating Old Lady Berkeley, who'd been well known for making all kinds of death machines. Things started out strong and mostly normal. Well, okay, almost. The doctor was gone, and in his place was some weird French sorcerer, and one of the Neighborhood Watch members, Jagged Stone, was a rock star in the 1800s? It's fine. Anyway, I was real excited to reveal the goal of this particular game. Another tabletop-based scenario, these 10 brave souls had to fight against a mighty steampunk dragon, working desperately to destroy it before it broke free of its underground lair and destroyed Cogborough. Or at least, that was the idea. It turns out the dice still refused to cooperate for the sake of a good story, and the dragon stumbled about and crashed into things like Vinny after a bad day. And when our heroes weren't, believe it or not, doing their jobs correctly as the Neighborhood Watch, they were also tripping all over themselves. But Jagged Stone died, so, you know, that's something. I'm sensing a bit of a pattern with these games, so I'm probably gonna have to do something to make them more accurate to my original intention. Yes, I'm looking at you, interrupting meat sack. You made these damn rules, now fix them! Preferably in my favor. Thank you so much. Anyway, since that attempt at giving Percy another fantastical world didn't work out as intended, I figured I'd go with a classic. And Harry Potter is a modern classic, right? We had all the right pieces. A name of the school that was just close enough to not be copyrighted, a cameo from that weird cannibal conspiracy game that played last summer, and even Mako Dralfoy, everyone's favorite snot-nosed jerk-ass. Percy was even getting into the spirit of this one. Well, he was trying. Bless his heart.
Who's Percy?
That's you! Percy? Excuse me. Oh, fuck. I just realized. I'm sorry. I meant Percy Potter, of course.
My name is Percy Potter.
Psst. Guys, it's not actually him. I'm Percy.
Yeah. All right.
Scott, do you hear something?
I think it's a fly on the wall.
Move on.
Hey, who lets you out of the train bathroom? I thought my buddies locked you. Never mind.
Michael, you weren't supposed to say that out loud.
Anyway, the games began, everyone acting in true form. Vincent did a fantastic job as the cruel, strict Professor Snake-affiliated man. Pyro was the perfect, brash, bold prefect, and Mako made every disparaging remark he could about Percy Potter, up to and including mocking his dead parents, which was not in the script. But then came the twist. Mako was apparently cruel to Percy because he was madly in love with him, and he drew pictures of the two of them together. You know what? It's common enough in fanfics and entertaining. I guess it works. After some investigation and deducing the clues, our intrepid band of students found the Death March members that had been murdering their classmates. Pyra and Vincent, the two people they had trusted with power in the first place. It was all very tense, very dark, all in all a good session. But Percy seemed bothered. Apparently that dead parent's remark stuck with him.
There's still something I don't understand.
What's that?
Mako, y'all mentioned something about my parents a little while ago. What was that y'all said again?
I feel terrible about that, Percy. I feel really sorry for saying such awful, mean things to you all these years. It's all been out of jealousy and envy and just complete adoration of you.
That wasn't just...
Vinny, why don't you give your final words?
Percy, what do you mean?
I think I need a minute.
Well, after that, I figured it was high time for another survey. The Awakened didn't seem to take the last one seriously, so after these games I thought surely they'd give some actual honest feedback.
I have been stabbed. I have been shot. I have been crushed in a garbage disposal, but being turned into a velociraptor. Whew.
I half expected to wake up in the lake again. Not gonna lie.
Well, you played by the rules, so I mean...
She doesn't care.
What are you
She's never
talking
cared before.
about? Hello, yes, hi, yes, I'm here. No, you played your role just excellently, Vinny. I am so proud of you. Also, you looked really good as a teacher. But that's neither here nor there. But anyway, nope, you did very well. I will say you played the villain excellently. Percy, please take note of the fact that he's playing a villain, but that's fine. I just figured I'd come in after how this all went, and once again, I'd hand out these cards and see how you all felt about those last two scenarios. Doctor, are you here?
Yes, just, drinking away. Why the fuck did you make me the lonely person?
Because it was funny.
Ask a stupid question.
Yo, Doc, please tell me you saved me a drink.
Well, considering you were spending that time murdering kids and shouting at everyone who tried to say, hey, you're acting suspicious, no.
Did you save me one?
Oh, yes, of course.
Thank you! Let's fill this up together.
Hey, mind if I have one of those as well?
Wow, a lot of sour grapes over a game, guys. Calm down.
Go fuck yourself.
I figured you guys would appreciate all the.
You made me kill kids.
They're fine. They're doing fine. It's fine.
It's all pretend in the end.
Exactly, it's all pretend in the end. It doesn't really matter. It's just a sad
I'm
little
just gonna
story.
sit down. I'm just gonna sit down.
Oh, it's just a sad little story. So I'm gonna mark you down as not really enjoying the previous games, as is standard.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Vinny, I'll pull you a drink.
Thank you.
Percy, are you okay?
Percy, you had a good time, right? You got to be the hero, and you even found love for a bit there. That was pretty nice.
Yeah. Yeah, it was nice.
Probably a little strange for your time period, but still.
Percy, if I might. We have these survey cards. Why not give your honest feedback?
Well, I'm sure it's... Oh, I mean, Percy, of course, if you aren't having fun, all you have to do is let me know, and I'll do whatever I can to make sure that you have a good time.
What do y'all
Why?
know about my family?
What?
What?
What was that, Percy?
What did y'all say about that boy? He said something. That wasn't just a story element.
No,
Was
Percy, of course not. You were playing Percy Potter. Of course, Tommy would let you know that, Harry Potter, of course, has, dead parents. It's fine.
You never
You said your
did!
parents were dead.
You never
That's
did
what
tell
he
us about
said.
your family, Mr. Blackwood.
Yeah.
That was more than the game, wasn't it?
No,
Still more than willing to listen.
you know what? Let's finish out these scorecards first, shall we? McGillicuddy, how did you feel about, the previous two scenarios? McGillicuddy?
I can wait to fill this out.
Yeah, do you mind? We're trying to talk.
Well, I'm sorry. I have to get your feedbacks before I can leave.
You can
know
get it
how
later.
is. No.
I
no.
have all the time in the world to fill this out, Miss Murder, so if you do not mind...
Okay, fine then. Grace, how did you feel? How was
Well,
how would you rate being a Velociraptor on a scale of 1 to 10?
minus 50.
Minus 50? Okay, fair. It is kind of weird, especially with the tiny arms. Okay, Percy is still, seems to be thinking it over. Tommy! How did you
What?
feel about the Harry Potter thing?
What do you think?
Well, it looked like you were having a good time. I mean, it seems like overall you've been really enjoying my scenarios.
A good time? I've been stabbed twice in the last month all while playing this game, while watching children die, even if it's just the game. Why in the world... Why would I ever like that?
Well,
It's sick and sadistic that you would even think so. So you know what? Fuck you. That's my answer to your survey card.
Now, I mean, maybe we
I'll
can
fucking cheers to that.
Well done,
me.
Mr. Gwendolyn.
Hell yeah, Tommy.
Maybe we can hold off on those
would you like to
Miss-
repeat that? I'm sorry, Percy. The adults
Miss
are
M?
talking. Tommy, would you like to repeat that?
I said, who in their sadistic mind would ever like this? So you know what? Fuck you.
You can't do that.
And why not? It's not against the rules. You clearly went over each and every one.
You're right. I'm just mad.
So what?
Fucking shit.
What the fuck?
Oh, what's wrong? Just a few paper cuts. What's wrong with such a baby? Have you ever
Thousands of them!
Let me explain what's going on, because for our audience, since as you know they don't have a visual, have you ever heard of stilling? It's this process where hundreds of teeny tiny cuts are made all across your body, and it doesn't seem like much, but all it takes is one little movement, and suddenly one cut opens, which opens another, and another, and... Oh, careful, maybe you should hold still. That's already a lot of blood. Maybe you should stop breathing? Careful, shallow breaths now, that might help. Ooh, looks like that stings. Should we try disinfecting them, just to be safe? I'd hate for you to get
Shut
sick.
the fuck up and fix it.
Mr. Gwendolyn!
No, I don't think so. Percy, could you give me some lemon juice?
This
Oh,
isn't
wait,
part of the game. This isn't part of the rules.
Is this better? Is this more like what you expected? Listen, I have tried so fucking hard to make you all happy. I give you galaxies in wonder, I give you this lounge where you get whatever you want, I give you beds, I give you the chance for companionship. I give you, you know what? I granted your wishes. You realize that, right? I ended a fucking war for you, Vincent. I'm giving you the chance to become whole, Grace. You're becoming a full person. You have the opportunity to grow here. Tommy, I made you a tumbler and a science officer and so many fucking things that you never could have been without me. I have done what I fucking can! The whole implication of the void is that it is nothing, and I went and bent that all for all of you out of the kindness of my hollow fucking heart. I am trying so hard to give you all what I can behind the red tape, and this is how you fucking repay me. All you fucking do is bitch about the game and the rules, and why can't you understand? Kristen, sorry, Miss Murder, it's so hard. It's just everything hurts, everything's so sadistic. That is the point of the fucking game. You made wishes, and this is what you get. Why don't you humans understand that when you want something this badly, it comes at a cost?
We can't grow here. We're locked in place.
Oh, but you are growing. So what, you're locked here, big deal. So what, you're away from your loved ones, you're the ones who gave them up. So you die, big deal. It's pain and then it's nothing. It's like getting a shot at the doctor.
I didn't give up anything.
But
I was giving up my own fucking soul for everyone else, and you took them.
You were already dying. You weren't giving up your soul.
We can't grow. We're just gonna turn numb. We're just gonna
That's
turn
dramatic, isn't it? Listen, it doesn't matter. It's all a cycle anyway, so why should you care?
Tommy, it's okay.
It's fine, Tommy. It's fine. You're gonna be okay. You can just
Doctor, can't
spend
you
a
do
little
something?
bit of time out. You know, you can just spend some time in your room. Maybe don't move too much. Don't worry. You can come back, you know, next time. You just go have a nice rest now.
Fix him.
No.
What?
Oh, Percy, I am so sorry that you had to see that. I am so listen. You get it, right? You get it's a show. It's still part of the show. You understand that, right? This is all a part of a grand character arc. You're just playing a part today. Listen, Tommy's playing a part today. He'll get better. It's gonna be fine. It's just a show and we're all playing parts. It's got its highs and lows, lights and darks. It's the same as a good painting, right? It's all about contrast. Just take it as inspiration, right? And make something beautiful. That's all I'm trying to do. You understand me, right?
She's lying to you, Percy. You saw it with your own goddamn eyes.
You can't deny that. Come on.
No, don't listen to them. Listen, Percy, you got to be a hero all these times. Come on, listen, I'm sorry. I know that was very scary. Let's go make something nice, shall we? I don't know. Have you ever been to... I don't know. You read about Japan in the books, right? You want to go to Japan? I'm a huge weeb. I would love to go to Japan. Come on, you can go draw me like one of your French girls.
Percy?
Don't worry, you'll be back with
Don't.
your little friends before the next show. And besides, this is really overwhelming, right? Don't you need a break?
Give me a minute.
Wait. No, Japan's fine. Japan's fine.
I need to take this in.
No.
I saw my uncle there. Maybe he can see, I don't know, his parents there?
No, what did you...
No.
What did you say?
Is there someone
Your
else?
parents, Percy.
Yes, your parents.
They aren't there. They
Yeah.
aren't anywhere else.
Where are they?
Y'all want to know where they are? In the ground. I buried them.
Oh.
I buried them.
You know what? Yeah, and that was really traumatic. I gotta admit, this isn't going how I expected.
Let the boy have his goddamn space. You've already torn apart one of them. You fucking demon.
I'm not a... Percy,
Mr. Blackwood did request that you give him a minute.
You know what?
some space.
You're right. I'll give you all a minute. I'll give you all some time. We'll reconvene and we'll talk this over on another day, okay? You just take a nice break now, okay, Percy? No worries. I love you. It's gonna be okay. I'm hoping the music is alright. You just take a nice rest now, okay, love? Love you. Can you believe it? After everything I've done for them, Tommy tells me to fuck off, and even Percy insisted I leave him alone. Me, the one who made all these worlds for them, who gave them a bar rather than let them dangle in the void. Me who... Sorry, I guess I'm still a bit annoyed. But that's fine. Hopefully this time the lesson sticks. I have plenty more where that came from if it doesn't. We'll see if they've learned some manners by next game. God, I swear, these logs are gonna be longer than